Did you ever think about what life would be for you if it wasn't for someone that loved you? What would life be for you if it wasn't for someone for you to love? You ever think about that? Love is like a big cake. You make a real good cake and you pass him around and everybody wants a bite. And that's the way it is with love. The more people you love, the sweeter life gets to you. And they like killed me in that hospital. Everybody coming in praying. The little nurse come in and me and her both standing there swabbling. But what would life be without it? Love that drew salvation's plan. Grace brought it down in reach and distance to man. If it hadn't have been for love, there was no nail could have ever broke the skin on that hand. If it hadn't have been for love, there would have never been a thorn strong enough to stuck in that head. If it hadn't have been for love, there'd have never been a man strong enough to pull that robe off of him. If it hadn't have been for love, there'd have never been a sword sharp enough to struck through that side. It was love that drove the nails, not man. Though it was all done for spite, God allowed it to be done because he was saying, I love you.
Yes, sir.
What love can do for a man, what it done for the Legion, that is a miracle, but it done something for him. I had a cousin who lived in Alabama, Roy. He didn't care for nothing, been in the penitentiary, and how many times that man been married, I don't know. But there was no way anyone could ever tame that man. He got off up in Illinois and he met a woman. She had 2 little girls and a baby boy, and her husband had left her and she never even had nothing to eat. And he married her, brought her back to Gadsden and bought a big farm, and she straightened Roy out. You see what love can do? A person like that needs someone to love him. I was down there and he was telling about the little boy who started school. That little boy come in with something. Roy said, son, where'd you get that? He said, I stole it. He grabbed that kid and threw him in that car and made him take that back and apologize. Big creek run through the farm. When he got back, he passed the house up, took that little boy down the creek, grabbed him by the hair of the head and socked him under, held a minute, pulled him up, said, now son, when you tell me you'll not steal no more, I'll let you up. And down he went again. And the boy come up here, won't steal no more, Pop. I thought you low-down rascal, as mean as you've been, and do a kid that way. But then I could see what he was doing for the little boy. It wasn't because he hated him or anything, but he done that because he loved that kid and wanted to keep him out of what he been. The more you love, the better and sweeter life is to you.
Yeah, I think that's true.
I want you to think about that. The better life is and the more enjoyable life is. I wouldn't take nothing from my friends. I can't hear them. But some of them they called, one morning I had to call the old goat. But him and Mike was every time I open my eyes, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you. There's nothing in the world like Jesus. And if you'll scatter love, you'll bring Jesus with you every time. Because he is love. And it took love to do what they done to him. They didn't do it. God allowed them to do it. And God was saying to a lost world, I love you. Every time that hammer hit that nail, the voice of God was saying, but that I love you. I love you. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. I don't know what I'd do without my wife and kids. They still mind me just like babies. But I appreciate that. What would home be like without it? I'll tell you, people, let's keep the perfect love of boiling in our hearts. There wouldn't be much I could do for you, and I sure can't hear you. But I love you anyway, and I'll help you any way I can. You'll have to call the woman, her to tell me. But I'll do all I can for you. Keep love. If you want life to be happy, keep love in your heart. Jesus is love. God is love. I'll tell you, God loves you.